Top Stephen King book time. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got for you my top 5 Stephen King books I read in 2021. So, I'm not including rereads, so you will not be seeing The Shining or Pet Sematary or Salem's Lot on this list because I read those in 2020. So, this is strictly books that I've read in the year 2021, obviously. We will have these 5 linked down below. I'm still debating on putting my least favorite King as a video, or if I might just do it as like a Instagram post possibly. We realized with the top 10 least favorite books of all time, or not of all time, of 2021, they were just all really so bad to where I remember very little about any of them. So we're not going to make that a video. Instead, it's going to be an Instagram post, which my Instagram will be linked down below. So make sure you follow us if you want to see that. But yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into my top 5 Stephen King books of the year. All right, so obviously I enjoyed pretty much all of these books. My Stephen King ranking videos are still in process of being made. If you have not been caught up, I just finished 11 through 20. If you have not seen that video, check it out up here. I will be planning to make 21 through 30 soon. It will probably be up after Christmas, possibly before the new year, but I don't think so. It might be a video for 2022. A couple of these are going to be on that listing soon. So let me start with the 5th favorite book I read by Stephen King this year, Billy Summers. So this book, when I initially had read it, was a really good, well, it still is a really good book. I kept saying there's a shot at this being in the top 10. It could end up being a favorite of all time. And at the time I read it, I had really thought that and really was like, yeah, it really is. It's a really good book. But then I kind of more thought about it, and I just thought King got too political in this book, and that's something that I want to keep that away from my literature, in all honesty. I don't like talking politics with all that stuff, but I mean, you exclude that, you know, the little jabs at Trump and all that kind of stuff, and I thought this book was phenomenal. It was such a good book, and I thought the character of Billy was really nice. He was like heartwarming. I did do a reading vlog on this. If you have not seen that video, check it out up here. We'll have it linked up here. It was just so good. I enjoyed him as a character. The connection he has with the girl that he meets, I think, is really neat and like wholesome. I just thought it was really cool. That's, you know, that's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed this book, was because of the friendship and everything, and like what he does. He pretty much is a hired assassin, and he gets done wrong on this one assassination. Does not go well, and pretty much he's getting hunted. So, yeah. In 5th place of 2021, we have Billy Summers. All right. In 4th place for this year is The Institute by Stephen King. So, this book I thought was really solid. It kind of gave me like X-Men vibes, because it's kind of like this like facility for like I don't want to call them like mutants, but like humans with like special abilities and stuff like that. It kind of made it seem, I don't know, that was the vibe I got. I'm like a huge like Marvel person, so obviously they're like a lot meaner to these kids than like X-Men people would be, but you know, I kind of got the vibes. So pretty much this is about a kid who's got this really cool ability. His name is Luke. And pretty much at the start of the book, his parents get murdered, and he gets captured and brought to this facility called the Institute. It's, you know, it's not the biggest of books. It's, you know, the hardcover is about the same size as Billy Summers is. I thought this was a really solid read. I thought it was really cool. The other vibe that you kind of get from this book, sort of, is like Stranger Things. Because there's also like a cop's point of view, like towards the beginning. And like that's supposed to be like the Hopper, but he like hardly is in the book. He's like at the beginning, then he just kind of shows up towards the end. I don't know. I first heard like the whole like Stranger Things vibe, but like I didn't see it all that much. except for like the kids. The kids like had like really good vibing and stuff like that. But like the Hopper person was just like not as existent in this book. But that's whatever. I still ended up giving it 5 stars. All these books are 5 stars. So yeah, there you have The Institute. All right. In third place this year, which I know all of you guys are so excited for me to keep talking about this book, and that is Dreamcatcher, the book that everybody either hates or just like likes to acknowledge it exists. So I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 stars. This has been in a couple of videos. I did a winter reading vlog at the start of 2021. Check it out up here if you have not seen that one. I don't get the hate of this book, in my honest opinion. I know he strays away from, like, what gets me with this book is, yes, he kind of digs into his, like, past with like, the bondage of friendship. They come together, they, like, help this kid who's got this mental disability, and it's wholesome. I really enjoyed that part. Then, you know, it takes a weird turn with, like, some aliens and stuff like that. I didn't mind that. I thought that was fine. Then there's like the whole like shit weasel thing where like these people are like pooping out weasels and like I didn't mind that. You know, the only thing that dragged with this book is the chase scene towards the end. That's pretty much it. When one of the main 4 guys gets duddits and they go on their way to go stop Mr. Gray, who's in possession of one of the other friends. And it, like, seems to drag on forever and ever. That's, like, the only part I didn't, like, thoroughly enjoy with the book. But, I mean, the ending was fine. I just really enjoyed this book. So, I don't know. I know a lot of you guys disagree with me, but I just really enjoyed this book. So, in third place, you have Dreamcatcher. All right. In second place, I have got Needful Things. This book was thick. It was so good. Dreamcatcher, this book, Needful Things, and the book that's in first place all crack my top 10 Stephen King books of all time. So I can probably assume you guys know what number 1 is. But this book was so good. Leland Gaunt is such a good villain. So this guy opens this shop called Needful Things. People go in and, you know, for some reason they always happen to find like that one thing that they want, like the most. For some lady it's a pair of like Elvis glasses, or like it's a picture of like Elvis. There's some kid with a Sandy Koufax baseball card. Like all these people like go in there and they find this thing they want, and like the guy's like, well, you got to pay 2 prices. One is pretty much whatever you got in your pocket right now. But the other thing is, like, you got to do a joke on somebody. But, like, it escalates beyond control. Like, these 2 women basically kill each other at the beginning of the book over these incidents that happen. And the whole town goes to shit towards the end. It's so unbelievable. I thought this book was done so well, and I absolutely was there the entire ride. It was so good. Like, I couldn't put it down. I didn't want to stop reading it, and as soon as I actually did stop reading it, I like watched the movie that came out in the 90s, and I thought it was really good. It's such a good book. It's long, yes. I would definitely say that be ready for a chunker of a book, but it's worth it in my honest opinion. And again, with it being about a town, there's a lot of characters that you need to kind of keep up with what they buy, who they are, what the relation they have with people in the town is. That is something you're going to need to keep an eye on. But otherwise, 5-star book, one of the top Stephen King books I've read ever. So in second place for 2021, Needful Things. All right, if you have not guessed it yet, then I will be showing you now. My all-time favorite Stephen King book of 2021 is The Dead Zone. This book was phenomenal. I put it off for way too long, and I'm very mad with myself for putting it off as long as I did. This is the number 4 Stephen King book I've read of all time. Number 4 or number 5. I don't remember if it beat Green Mile or not. But it's in my top 5 Stephen King books of all time. This book is so good. The character of Johnny Smith is such a great character. I mean, it's sad what happens to him with his love interest, Sarah. You know, he goes into a coma for like 5 years or something like that. He wakes up. She's moved on. It's just like... This book is hard to talk about because it's just so good. The politician, Greg Stilson, is like just a bad person. And I actually do not enjoy him as a character. And like I said, this book is just so good. It's just so good. I honestly can't say enough about it. It's an amazing book. Johnny Smith has got the ability to he touches somebody or like something close to that person, and he can see the future. And I mean, it's a pretty cool ability. Precognition, I think, is what it is. I think that's what it's called. But it's such a cool concept. It's such a good book. I love it. It's so good. So there you have my all-time favorite Stephen King book of 2021 that I read, The Dead Zone. All right. These are my top 5 Stephen King books of 2021. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to make a least favorite 2021. I might, or for Stephen King books. I don't know yet. That's still kind of up in the air. But we will have these 5 linked down below. Make sure you let me know in the comments what your favorite Stephen King book was of 2021 or of all time. Just let me know in the comments down below. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.